Hello everyone, this is a tutorial on the Curvy Copter Plus, which is this puzzle. And the main difference between this puzzle and the regular Curvy Copter is that the central pieces here are split in two, and there are additional moves you can do, and in particular you are able to swap these triangular pieces here and the vertices. This makes the puzzle interesting. It's not too difficult to be solved. And the main problem is that sometimes these triangular pieces in the center, they can be in the right position, but they are not oriented correctly. And when this happens, they jam the puzzle. For example, if you have two or three of pieces on the same face which are not correctly oriented, the puzzle is so jammed that it's very difficult to be solved. So when you scramble it, be very careful, because when the puzzle is jammed, of course, it can pop very easily, and you don't want to pop this puzzle because it takes a while to put it back in the original shape. This is not a tutorial on the Curvy Copter. I assume you already know to solve a Curvy Copter, and how you can guess, this puzzle is solved by reducing it to a regular Curvy Copter. An important move you should know to solve this puzzle is the jumbling move. You should already know this move from a regular Curvy Copter, and it is important because these central pieces here, they can move only in orbits. And if you want to place one of these pieces in the correct position, you have first to be sure that you move it to the correct orbit. And the jumbling move is this one. It can be performed both on the right and on the left. Another important move that you need to know to solve this puzzle, which I call the move. When I say the move, you know what I'm talking about, which is very important. You use throughout the solution of the puzzle, is this one, used to swap these triangular pieces with the vertices. And when you can do that, you can do whatever you want on the puzzle. So if you take these triangular pieces here, where a vertex is supposed to be, then you rotate 180 degrees and you go back, and you have what you see. We have a triangular pieces where a vertex is supposed to be, and the same thing happen on the other side. And then of course you have also the opposite. Okay, to put it back. Finally, a move that you need, which I call the reduction of the composite pieces, and which is basically the move I've shown before in this guy, seen from a different angle of view, but it is exactly the same move. It's used to rotate the centers and to swap again the center pieces, these triangular center pieces, with the vertices. It's very simple. You align, you want first of all this composite piece to point at you and this one to point on the right. You align this piece with the top of the cube. You rotate by 180 degrees and you put it back like this. This is the same move as before, seen from a different angle. And this is the puzzle fully scrambled. Maybe you can scramble it better than this, but it's completely jammed. You see, as soon as you try to scramble it, it's completely jammed. The first step for me is to align the edges, just to know which part, which is the shape of the cube in which you want to put the object back. So this is with this goes with this. We should try to not to pop it, and you see it's completely messed up. Okay, and now we need to turn this one if possible. Okay, now all the edges are aligned, the cube is almost in its original shape, and this is the first step. The next step is to orient all the central pieces here when to make it flat with the surface of the cube by using the move I showed you before, which is the reduction of these three composite pieces. We have three composite pieces. It's simple to recognize. Here we have these two pieces which are opposite, but this is also a composite piece to be aligned. And the move is I align, this is to the surface of the cube, I rotate this by 180 degree, and I put this back. So this is now aligned. You can see that the center, one of the center is in this position. During this phase I may try to already to get these central pieces correctly oriented. If I cannot, this will help because this piece will jump the puzzle. If I cannot do that, I can do it at the end. And doing one by one the reduction of these pieces, I can have all the pieces correctly oriented. If I cannot place two pieces in the correct orientation, with one pointing to me and the other one on the left or on the right, it means that the two pieces are not on the correct orbit. So I have to move one of the pieces on the correct orbit by using the jumbling move. And after that I can reduce them. Once all the centers been rotated are flat with the surface of the cube, it's time to swap the centers and the triangular pieces. Once again, we want the center in this position, in the upright position, and we use the move. We move to the vertices, to the vertex position. We rotate by 180 degree. And we go back here. Okay. Now we can swap one of the piece with the vertex like this. This is making everything difficult. Okay, even worse. And we put this is in place. If we manage to put this in place already correctly oriented, is better. This is not the case, but doesn't matter. Once we have done this, we can undo the move and reduce these two. Okay, this is quite annoying, so we remove it from here. This is more flat now. Okay, and we reduce these two composite pieces here. Okay, so one by one we can do the same job till all the pieces have been swapped. Okay, we show another example of this part of the solve. We have reduced the other one. We are left just with two pieces to swap. So we want this piece in this position here, up, right. We do the move, and we put okay, this piece are jamming the puzzle, so I remove it. I put the center position. I rotate by 180 degree. I put this back. Okay, now this is okay. I need to replace this piece with this, which is here. So I move it in a better position, which is there. I rotate. I put it in place. It is better to have this piece oriented, but we can do it later, unless it's easy to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, move it around, 4, 5, 6, okay. Back to this position. Let's see if it's oriented now. And it is. So, and then we put them back. So one is pointing to us, the other one is on the right, and we reduce it. We reduce the composite piece with the usual move. We align this 180 degree. It's going to pop. Okay, and we go back. Now all the vertices are in the correct position, but there are still some of these triangular pieces to be oriented. Okay, we have almost the cube in shape. We need to orient this piece. As usual, we want the piece to be oriented in the upright position. We may put in the correct position also another piece and orient 2 at a time, but I prefer to do 1 at a time because it's already difficult like this. So we do the move as usual. We put the piece in a vertex position. This is jamming, so let's put it away. In the position, we turn it, we go back. Now we can okay, we want this out of the way. We can remove this piece, make it go around. Till we go back, hopefully in the correct position. No. One, 2, 3. Okay, has to go a little bit more around. Let's see if it's correctly oriented now. No. Another third. Oh, finally has been oriented correctly. And then we reduce the composite piece with the usual move. We align this to the surface of the cube. We rotate by 180 degrees, and it is aligned. Then we do one by one for all the one left, which are two in this case, till all the triangular pieces are correctly oriented. And we are now in the last step of reducing this puzzle to a regular Curvy Copter puzzle. And in the last step we swap two at a time the triangular pieces in order to match them with the same color of the center pieces. For example, we have a blue here and we want to swap it with this red to have these two of the same color. So we have, as usual, the one piece that we want to swap in the up right position, and this in the up left. To check that they are the correct piece to swap, I turn this 80 degrees. So it's this piece with this piece. We perform the move as usual, and this is the move. So as you see that the composite pieces I get, which are not aligned to the face of the cube, they are the one with the piece we want to swap. Then we simply turn by 180 degrees the back of the cube and we swap the two pieces and we align them. We turn back and we undo the move, and we have this piece in the correct position, this piece in the correct position. And we proceed swapping two at a time till all the pieces, all the color of the pieces match. After swapping all the triangular pieces, we get finally to the final one. We want to swap these yellow triangular pieces with this one. We check that they are in the correct position. They are the yellow pieces in the up right position. So we perform the move. We turn the back edge by 180 degrees, and finally we swap these two. We turn this back by 180 degrees and we undo the move. Now all the color of the pieces matches. From this point on we can solve the puzzle as a regular Curvy Copter cube. Once you solve the cube using the usual method for the regular 3-copter, you may end up in this situation where two vertices are swapped. This situation cannot happen on a regular Curvy Copter, and it is a parity. For the algorithm we have for the Curvy Copter to permute vertices are 3 cycles, and when you have 3 cycles on an object, you can never swap two objects using those 3 cycles. The parity happens because we have swapped two pieces, two triangular pieces, and because they are identical, you cannot tell them apart, you haven't noticed it. The way to solve the parity is therefore to swap any two triangular pieces. We choose to swap these two. To do that, we take this piece back, so we swap this piece and this piece. We do it with the usual move. We rotate by 180 degrees the back edge, and then we can swap the two triangular pieces. We turn this back by 180 degrees, and then we can undo the move. This operation doesn't scramble too much the cube. From now on we can solve it with the usual method for the regular three copter, and this time we won't find the parity anymore. Thanks for watching.